What did you hope to achieve by rolling out My Name Is during Race Equality Week?
I think it was a desire to see people reclaim their self-identity because when people move across to other countries, foreign countries, they lose much of their identity. They have to give up a lot of their original identity in order to fit in order to be kind of accepted. And one of the first casualties is our names. If your name is a cultural name, people are reluctant to call you by that. They can't be bothered. Maybe it's too long, it's tongue twisting. So they give you a nickname or a shortened version of it, which really doesn't identify you as you, to a point where your own parents wouldn't know it's you being talked about because of what you're being called now. If you hear my surname, you can almost pinpoint where I am from, which part of the country I am from, which village I am from. So that kind of identity is lost. So once we started talking about, what's in a name, what's my name, people started taking an interest in saying, so, okay, what does this mean? How would they have come up with a name like this? And how is it pronounced? And you start having conversations with people who you normally didn't have conversations with before.
What impact do you think My Name Is has had?
It has completely changed things because initially I was just thinking of names from, the African names that I'm familiar with. But once we started talking about it, people from Asia, people from Eastern Europe were saying, look, we've all had to change our names. Yeah. Kasia was now being called Kate, and she's from Poland. Uh, uh, Bernadette had never used her own name, and when we talked about that, she immediately changed her name to Zikomborero, which means blessings. And the first person to use that new name was the chief executive himself. People really liked it, and it meant even people um, who are English, because there are some names which are pronounced differently, like Gemma, for instance, Gemma in English, but for someone who is, I think, Spanish, they would call it Hammer. It kicked off a conversation. People were now more interested in learning about other people's names and what they mean. And we also encouraged people to, pronounce the names in our signatures and everything. So the uptake has been great.
What is your top tip for other organisations looking to implement My Name Is?
I think one of the things that really worked for us was that at that time I was co-chairing the Race Equality Staff Network, and the co-sponsor and the executive sponsor of that Race Equality Staff Network is the chief executive himself. So he does attend the meetings, and he was there when we rolled this out, and he was really, really impressed with it. He liked it. Hence, he started picking up on the new names and using the new names for people, not the old names that were kind of forced upon them by circumstances and expedience. So, as long as you have senior leadership support, it does help.